It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Lion.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Foxborough. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. When we had a chance to sit down with him the other day, one thing was very clear. He was not happy about having that blemish on the stat line, the interception. Now, it didn't change the outcome of the game, but it certainly prevented him from being able to really appreciate what he accomplished in last week's win. If that meeting is any indication of what we should expect, I think it's pretty safe to assume he's placing a big emphasis on protecting the ball over these next 4 quarters.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. Daniels now going to look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Now he's loose at the 40. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. May now on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tank Dell. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the pistol, Warren. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Here now, 3rd and 5. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. 2nd down and 8. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action. Here's Daniels. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Lions 1st down. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now a shot here, deep middle. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the ground, this is Warren. Threw him up to the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Let's go now.
From out of the gun, here's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. He's got Dell for that one. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
Working out of the gun, it's May. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. His kick is good. And the Patriots get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This will be taken in at the 2. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
2nd and 11. On play action, Daniels. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Patriots offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. A throw left side finds Dell. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. New England going to take their second timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for New England. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. And this will be incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Lions up. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Cleveland Furl able to make the stop. Now, faking the give. Going right sideline and complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Detroit.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. The catch is made by Claypool. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Daniels. Now he'll run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibbs, and he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Has completed to Douglas, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. May going to look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Ready,
1st and 10.
go! Go, Reed, go! Check out.
It's a toss play left to Gibbs. And this one's not going to help the cause. He is going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Lions 1st down.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
A run with Benson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jabril Peppers up from his safety spot to bring him down. Play action. Here's Daniels. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
Come on, set. Big Lion.
They'll motion a tight end right.
Ready,
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Gerard Mayo not happy with that last call, and here comes the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. A run on 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Throwing is Daniels. Taking off. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But
Let's go.
see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
May to throw on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And they'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go. Warrior 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Check. Drop that. Check. Drop that. Ready.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd down and 9.
Hey, check that. Check that. Straight. Ready.
On play action, Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. May to throw again. He's got the first down and more than that. Down to the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots cut into the lead a little bit. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the